Hello. So, I'm going to talk about another book, and I'm also going to braid my hair. Not two things that I have to do out with one shot. I'm not very good at it, so brace yourself. This is about to be some bullshit. So, the next book that I'm talking about is called Collide and Seek. It is the second book in the Bitter Ashes series by Sarah C. Rothel. I really wish I didn't take off my glasses for this because I'm blind as a bat without them. But anyway, we left off with Madeline leaving the clan she was in with Sophie, who abandoned her, Alaric, who betrayed her, and James, who tortured her. So we got this band of idiots helping Madeline. Yeah. The description doesn't make any mention of them, so that's fun. Um, so they go to Norway, and Alaric is acting like everything is okay when it's super totally definitely not, and it's a little bit annoying. Um, Feels like Alaric is taking advantage of her feelings, because, you know, he's like, he knows that she likes him, so he's using that to, like, stay in her life and stay in her good graces, even though he's kind of not in her good graces. He's actually kind of an asshole. I don't really like Alaric, and by the end of this, we meet a king. Not a, I don't know if he's a king actually, but we meet like a leader of another clan who kind of just wants some power, and I really hope that, like, Madeline doesn't end up with Alaric, but I know that she's probably going to, and it's really annoying. Um, Madeline is also an empath. I don't remember that being part of her powers, but whatever. Um, some people try to kidnap Sophie. A lady named Diana stops them, and I guess it shows how memorable this book is that I remember so little of it. Even though I wrote down notes, I still don't remember very much of it. So, Sophie, Alaric, and Maddie separate from James and Diana. Apparently, Diana is obsessed with Alaric and Mads being together. That's what I'm gonna call her from now on. Too. I'm gonna call her Mads. And yeah, she wants to use that bond for like their advantage or something like that. I have no idea. Sophie wants to get out of there, but with people hunting them down, they don't have a choice. And like, Sophie's still kind of bitchy. So yeah. I can sit back. Apparently, uh, there's like a charm that they have to do so that like they can get whatever the thing is that they need not Sophie, that they need Madeline to get. They still want Madeline to do the thing that Estes wanted them to do, but they're gonna use it for good, I guess. Um, so it needs a sacrifice, and apparently it's going to be the two of them. And I don't know. Somehow James gets knocked out and he loses his memory up to a certain point. I don't remember. Madeline is still in love with Alaric, and I'm pissed about it. Uh, she brings it up and says that she loves him. If she loves him, it's in like a Stockholm syndrome way because he did kidnap her and get her tortured. And he turns that back on her because of all he's done for her. And it's like, no, that's exactly how Stockholm syndrome works. So how about we don't? Um, so the local Vatir find them and take them to their leader, Michael, and he wants to use the charm, but it doesn't want to go with him. It wants to stay with Maddie. The charm has like a mind of its own, I guess, or something like that. I have no idea. She uses it to like control him, but he's like cunning, so I don't know. Michael is kind of a dick, kind of like Caleb, but we, the reader, didn't have a literal empath as our audience, so like we don't. At least we know that Caleb was kind of genuine because it's not like he had no motivation for doing what he did. He wanted his sister back. And after he got his sister back, I'm pretty sure everything's going to be fine. He's like an ally for them now. Whatever. This review is not going very well, but I don't remember very much about Collide and Seek. And I have notes. Um, uses What's Her Face as bait to draw out the two bigger clans. something goes down and they send people to capture Mads, and Mikhail breaks up his clan and they do a blood oath for like loyalty or something like that, Mads and Mikhail. The book has a tone problem. Because like we'll go from these really sweet scenes with Madeline and Alaric to like these horrible scenes of like murder with mostly just with Madeline, but still. I think Sophie also killed her girlfriend, or maybe it's her ex-girlfriend now. I don't actually know, because her girlfriend did abandon her. That's why Sophie is with them again. Whatever. They go to a place and do the thing, and Mikhail wants to go to another time, and Maddie's apparently pregnant. Okay. She also can't take off the charm, and Mikhail wants to help her learn how to control it by taking her to his last owner, his wife, Erica. I guess. So she'll help for like a price. Erica, she wants the key to be destroyed. And Erica says you have to trick the key and shield your mind from it, and Mikhail can teach her how, but not willingly. So there are these things called Norn's Weavers of Fate. The first one, after Diana's death, showed Mads what would happen the last time with the charm, and the second one sent them back in time. And this one sent her further back in time to the World Tree, and I think she, like, killed it? I have no clue. Aslan was there. I don't know how she was there, but she was there. And I think they went back to the present, so maybe they weren't at the... I have no clue. Sophie's girlfriend isn't dead, by the way. And, Mikhail and Mads are working on the whole shielding thing, and Mikhail did shut out the key, and now Maddie can too, I guess. The key also shields its thoughts, though, because, you know, it's alive, and it, like, is inside her now or something. And the Norn that they talk to, this one, is like, hey, so you either need to sacrifice your baby or, like, kill yourself. And Alaric is completely against this, and so is Maddie. But Mikhail is also against it, and he's like, how about we try something else instead? Book 3, reading it, the prospect of that makes me incredibly tired, and I really don't want to do it. Sophie still sucks. She's still, like, an asshole who's, like, completely not understanding of Madeline's predicament, and it's like, dude, first of all, you abandoned me in the last book, so let's start with that nonsense. But, you know, it's like the events of the last book just don't matter, except for the fact that they need to get to this key, and they have to stop Estes and Aslan, because I think they're both bad guys. I don't know. With Mikhail, I think my comparison to Caleb was fair, but Caleb is at least likable. He's got, like, humor and stuff like that, and his backstory isn't completely tragic because, of course, Mikhail's entire clan was genocided and his wife was killed, of course, because, you know, that's just how it goes. So the book, I said that the book has a tone problem because Maddie is supposed to represent death, and Alaric is supposed to represent war, and, like, there's talk of death and war, and then suddenly it's all mushy love, and, like, Sophie asked Alaric about loving Maddie, but, like, and then, like, there's the baby, and there's sex in this book is even more implied than in the last book, and I'm just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And then, number 4, the charm is sentient and has gone into her, so does that mean that they just need to, like, have her now? Or, like, what? Because Madeline doesn't seem very keen on being controlled, and frankly, neither does the charm, if I'm quite honest. We don't really even know what the charm does, per se. All we know is that it's, like, some sort of magical thing. It's a MacGuffin. It's a magical MacGuffin. For those of you who do not know, a MacGuffin is it's more or less like a thing, a literal thing, and it's just a plot device. It doesn't actually do anything. We don't actually know what this thing does. Also, the charm is found in, like, 2 seconds. I thought the book would be kind of like a cat and mouse of them looking for the charm and then having to evade Estes and Aslan. I don't really know what anybody's motivation is, like Aslan and Estes. I don't know why they want the charm. I don't really even know why Mikhail wants the charm, but now he wants to help them. So, like, what? Mikhail is the best option, though, because, I mean, he's seeing Maddie as less and less of a tool these days, and his motives feel clear, kind of, but, like, not really. I don't even really remember what they were. He's annoying and vague for no reason, and the oath prevents lying, so the vagueness is just annoying. The seventh point that I have is that there was something about Sophie and James finding them, and Mikhail is also indirectly responsible for Alaric's mom's death, and we don't know who Maddie's parents are. Whatever, I guess. In the olden days, people would know how plays would end before they would go to see them after the first time they saw them. So, I read the other descriptions for the book, and I was meh. Like, there's this book that I'm gonna read called The Alchemist, and like, I know how that book series ends. I don't have it with me. I know how that book series ends, but like, I want to read it again because it's the journey. And like, I didn't appreciate when I first read that book. I didn't appreciate the journey, not the destination. That saying, this, this was nonsense. I don't care about the journey at all. Like, but I do still like it more than City of Veils. But that's not hard because City of Veils was bad. Have I done City of Veils? Why do I feel like I haven't done City of Veils? I feel like I haven't done City of Veils. I don't know, but this book, Collide and Seek, goes underneath after the end has begun. So, yeah, I don't think I'm reading the next one. I don't think it's on the list. I don't want to.